I had Jack in 2004. He was in my Chinese 4 class. He is a good student. He's focused and is always, he knows what he knew what he needed to do, and always turning everything on time and try his best on all the assignments and tests.
I actually went to school with Jack. He's only a year younger than I am.
Nice to everybody. And after he graduated, he visited me a couple times with his friends. I remember they're talking about, because Jack wanted to go to West Point very much, and somehow he failed one very important part of physical test. That was really something upsetting. It took him a while to get it over with, but eventually he could laugh about it. So he has very positive attitude that I really adore.
How we found out about Jack's diagnosis is that after he went to West Point, he went to UCLA, and in the last couple months of his UCLA school year, the 2010-2011 school year, he began to notice like pretty intense leg pain. We weren't really sure what exactly the nature of the pain was, because when the school year ended, the pain like kind of gradually receded, so we thought it was some sort of nerve or stress related injury. But when he came back to Cupertino over the summer break, the pain kind of flared up again, and it went up to the point where he couldn't actually like physically move. Like in order to get from like downstairs or from upstairs to downstairs, he couldn't actually walk. Like he had to like drag himself. So then we noticed that's probably not a good sign. So he got an MRI check, and it turns out he has leukemia, and so basically his body's producing so many white blood cells, it's pretty much like destroying his bones and like destroying his body, hence like the pain in his legs where a lot of the bone marrow is produced. He went through standard chemotherapy treatment from end of June, early July, when we found out he had leukemia, up until January 13th, when the doctors let us know that he needs a bone marrow transplant. Jack's daily regimen is chemotherapy and a lot of like pills, and then getting a lot of rest to kind of fight off the cancer while we look for a transplant.
Well, the first time when I heard about Jack, I started thinking what I could do. So I emailed Mrs. Scott, because I saw some essay or there's an article written by Jack. I was really touched by it, so I was checking with Mrs. Scott to see if is it appropriate to send it to the parents of my students.
And when I heard of this, a lot of my friends had been signing up for the bone marrow, and I figured, hey, why not? I knew Jack, and even if I didn't know Jack, I got a chance to save someone's life, make a difference. I have a chance to contribute to people who need help, and I figured if I was in that same position, I would want anyone could help me, regardless of if I knew him or not.
Today, I'm just pretty much here to help spreading the word, and I brought the Chinese flyers. I was pasting it all over French 99 Plaza and handing out the flyers to people definitely that speak Chinese. I think that's something I can help. So the other day I saw that Mr. Chow sent out a Facebook message and asking if there's anyone that can come and help for today's donor drive. I think it's mainly for the college students that if they are in town, and to ask if they are interested to help.
And how I came about this volunteer opportunity was that my biology teacher, Ms. Chow, she actually sent out an email to everybody saying that there was going to be an Asian bone marrow donor registration drive, and she wanted to see if anybody was interested. And I read a lot about Jack Chin and cancer patients, and I thought it would be a really good place to volunteer at.
Yes, the cheek swab was too easy, really. You take a Q-tip and you put it in your mouth. There's no pain involved. It takes less than 5 minutes of your time to sign up, and everyone should do it. Well, Jack and both Janet's family, I really can't imagine how difficult it is to watch your own child go through this every day of the next however many months. And all I can really say is, there are people out there that support you and that want to be there emotionally and physically for your child. And whatever you can do it. Be there for them, care for them, just love them. Because that's all they really need at this point, is just for them to know that as parents that you're going to be there for them all the way to the end.